I spend a whole check just to get fly. You spend a whole check just to get high. Cough on my lungs, OG got me fried. Louboutin Christian, they bleeding my dime. Stain is white tea, that ain't no ink, and that ain't no dye. Cut on my ties, not all I see.
Oh yeah, gang. They said Duvy had 6 years.
What's up, guys? DJs are from Borough Sound TV. Before we start, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell as well. Now, it was recently announced that Toronto rapper Duvy was convicted of manslaughter and is sentenced to 6 years of imprisonment for the shooting of Osman Bangura on October 6, 2022. Toronto police say that just before 2 p.m. on October 6, 28-year-old Osman Bangura of Toronto was found shot to death at a Toronto community housing complex at 5 Needle Fairway. 1 week later, on October 13th, police announced that they had issued a warrant for the arrest of Richard Samuels, who was later arrested on the 18th. However, 7 months later, Duvy was also arrested and charged with the second-degree M. Now,
Wow. What footage did we have? Do we have any footage? Or is somebody tattletelling?
issued a warrant for the arrest of Richard Samuels, who was later arrested on
Richie wasn't telling, right? Richie wasn't telling, right? Hopefully, right? Hopefully.
the 18th. However, 7 months later, Duvy was also arrested and charged with the second-degree M. Now, being convicted of a second-degree M in Canada, according to the criminal code, results in a life imprisonment, which usually entails 25 years of serving your sentence before one is eligible for parole, but in the case of second-degree M, one is eligible for parole after only 10 years of serving their sentence. Now, as Duvy was locked up awaiting his trial date, his relevance continued with the Toronto audience. There was a bunch of leaks which would come out, and fans poured in their support to see Duvy back home. While there are a lot of Toronto rappers who are emerging from the scene, many hold that Duvy is one of the few artists who are able to cross over into that more poppy, mainstream style of rap whilst maintaining their authenticity. Duvy eventually had a pre-trial meeting set for November 26, 2024, and the trial was set to go down in February of 2025. Now, under the guidance of criminal lawyer Gary Grill, who also represented Top 5 during his first-degree M charge and had the charges stayed, Duvy pled guilty to a lesser charge of manslaughter, which would sentence him to only a total of 6 years of imprisonment before credit.
Okay, so he had the trial, but they canceled the trial, right? Do you think they had some information right there that he seen where it was like, hold on, we can't do this right now, and which made him plead guilty? I think something happened right there. They seen something, they heard something. Something had to happen right there, because you was just about to go to trial, bro. You were just about to test this motherfucker. What happened?
And pre-sentence custody. Now, with Duvy having served 564 actual days in pre-sentence custody, which equates to 846 days due to credit being 1.5 days for every one, this would mean that Duvy would only have 1,346 days to serve in his sentence, which is about 3 years and 8.5 months. So based on these calculations, it's likely that Duvy could be back around late October 2028. In the agreed statement of facts for the guilty plea, both Duvy and Mr. Samuels were in a verbal altercation with Mr. Bangura, which eventually turned physical between Mr. Samuels and Mr. Bangura. Eventually, Mr. Bangura fell over and his handgun fell to the ground. Mr. Samuels then grabbed the gun and ran away, eventually being caught and tackled by Mr. Bangura. Then, out of quote-unquote fear that Mr. Bangura would take control of the firearm and shoot him or Mr. Samuels, Duvy shot Mr. Bangura, followed by Mr. Samuels delivering
Whoa. How we get there?
and shoot him or Mr. Samuels. Duvy shot Mr. Bangura, followed by Mr. Samuels delivering a shot to Mr. Bangura as well. Now, although Mr. Bangura did not have the gun
How do we know this, though? Somebody's talking. Yeah, I think somebody's talking. What's going on?
in his possession at the moment,
Because one nigga's dead. It looks like Duvy, it's only Duvy and his friend. One nigga was in jail first. Now Duvy, 7 months later, is arrested. Now they know the whole story. What's going on? What happened?
it seems like Duvy's intentions were based in self-defense. Even if they hadn't done anything in that moment, who's to say that there wouldn't have been any sort of retaliatory efforts by Mr. Bangura afterwards? The Crown also provided a bit of context around Duvy's life, citing that he had no previous criminal or youth record, and he was involved in a writing program with community organization Royalty Helping Hands. There's also an acknowledgement that the conviction for this offense will likely have a significant effect on his music career by restricting his ability to travel. With Duvy set to come out in a little more than 3.5 years, and perhaps even sooner, the question remains, will he still be relevant upon his release?
He's gonna.
That's a good question.
Streets when he comes out. He's gonna streets. So I better be ready. Free broski though, you know. He's blessed and shit, like, you know.
But you think he'll still have that like momentum? Like it'll be like fresh when he gets out?
Yeah, for sure. 100%. 100%. First track. I don't even think he'll want to drop a first day out, but like, you know. First track he drops, probably gonna hit him out, you know.
Jeez, that's a big claim.
Come on.
Sure.
100%. 100%, no glaze.
For sure.
Now, I actually agree with Swisha and Rara here. I think he will be embraced when he gets back. His music is still relevant, and the Toronto underground scene still regards Duvy as one of our best artists. While this conviction may affect his mobility and entrance into the US, I do know that there are ways around it. Some people apply for pardons, others get exceptions, so comment down below what you think. Can Duvy still have a successful musical career after this conviction? Will he still be relevant, or will he be added to the long list of forgotten Toronto rappers who had potential?
No. You're not going on that last one. That last option out of here. I don't think, because his music is still hitting, though. You feel me? But 3 years, though, gang, 3 years is tough, bro. It's gonna go by pretty quick, though. But 3 years is tough, gang. 3 years is tough. Top 5 probably said some shit. Top 5 probably said some shit to the lawyer to keep him in there real quick, type shit. Come on, bro. But nah, man, free Duvy, man. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm on to the next video. Gang.